Hello students. So in the last class we have discussed what are the dimensions of business environment. Okay, so in this class let us go through the topic of impact of government policy changes on business and industry. So before going for the impact, so just let me go through what is that policy changes, what are those policy changes. So when it comes to economic environment and when it comes to Indian economy, okay, so what type of economic structure we have? So we have mixed economic structure, okay, where public and private sector both are going to contribute to the economic development of a nation. Okay, so in 1991, so this particular policy changes are implemented in 1991. Okay, so specially called as new economic reforms we used to call. Okay, so in 1991, Indian economy faced a very serious crisis. Okay, and especially with respect to foreign exchange. Okay, and government faced a very high rate of deficit. So just in order to overcome, or just in order to improve the economy of the nation, so government brought new economic policy. It made 1991 policy changes. Okay, economic reforms of 1991. We used to call them as economic reforms of 1991. Okay, so what was the main intention, or what are the main features? So if we discuss what are the main features of that policy changes, so very first thing is delicensing. Okay, so delicensing is nothing but, so earlier there was a restriction. Okay, government has reduced that restriction of compulsory licensing from so many industries to 6. Okay, so that is then de-reservation, which means earlier many industries were reserved for public sector, and after the introduction of 1991 policy, that restriction was removed. Okay, there was no such restriction of reservation for public sector. Okay, so especially industries like service industries like telecommunications, banking, insurance, so all these were only made up, there was a reservation for the public sector. Okay, so de-reservation took place. Then the other feature is disinvestment. Okay, so it's nothing but government has diluted its ownership. Okay, diluted the stock from the public sector enterprises. Okay, diluting the stock is nothing but withdrew. The government has withdrew the investment from some of these industries. Okay, beyond 51%. Okay, that is also one of the feature. Then even it liberalized the foreign imports. Okay, and even foreign investment. Okay, so like foreign direct investment. So in some cases it has liberalized up to 100% also. Okay, and there, this particular policy changes has set up one board. It is called as FIPB board, Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Okay, just in order to give permission for the foreign investments, whether that is FDI, whether that may be FII, foreign institutional investment, or foreign direct investment. To give permissions, so government has set up, or this policy has set up a board called a Foreign Investment Permission Board. Okay, these are the some of the features of this 1991 policy. Okay, and this particular 1991 economic reforms, okay, are majorly categorized into 3 major reforms. Okay, or we usually call them as a LPG model. LPG model. Okay, we used to call them as LPG model. Liberalization, privatization, and globalization. So if we study what is this LPG model, we can come to know what is that 1991 economic reforms. Okay, this 1991 policy changes or economic reforms were mainly categorized into 3 particular aspects, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. That is what the LPG model is. Okay, just there is a need to discuss this. Okay, liberalization. So what is liberalization? So when it comes to liberalization, freedom of business, freedom of business and industry from unnecessary restrictions, okay, and controls, or just it is nothing but removal of unnecessary restrictions and controls over business. So government is going to withdraw the restrictions. Government went across removing unnecessary restrictions over a number of businesses. Okay, that is what a liberalization is about. Okay, so in this particular reform, they have abolished the licensing. So where most of the industries were required earlier, they were required to get license. Okay, that licensing scheme was abolished, and they have given freedom of fixing prices for your goods and services, and even reduction of tax rates. Okay, and even it involves simplification of foreign exports and imports. Okay, these are the major restrictions earlier there were, and as a result of liberalization, so government has withdrew, government has given some freedom to the public sector. Okay, so it has given some freedom to continue your business without some obstacles of government. Okay, so liberalization is nothing but removal of unnecessary restrictions and control over business. Okay, it involves abolishing of licensing, and it has given some freedom to fix your prices for goods and services. It has given some freedom and simplicity to export and import. So that is what. Then moving to the next major category, that is privatization. So the topic itself, privatization. So where government has withdrawn its importance, or we can also tell that it is the process of reducing the public sector involvement and giving more importance to the private sector in a nation building process. Okay, so where earlier, so government was the responsible for economic contribution. So whereas as a result of privatization, so government has we have reduced the importance of government, and we have given more importance to the private sector. Okay, in the nation building process. So what are the major reforms in that? So major thing is government has withdrew, or it has started dilute ownership. Nothing but withdrawing investment from the public sector above 51%. Okay, in any industry, government's participation is above 51%. That is called as government business or public sector business. So whereas you just if you are removing that more than 51% of your contribution, so that is going to be considered as private sector enterprises. So that is the first thing. And then second thing is transfer the control of management, okay, to the private sector. So that is what the privatization is. Nothing but a process of giving more importance, greater importance to the private sector in a nation building process. And the third one, that is globalization. Okay, in many classes you might have heard about globalization. So globalization is nothing but a opening up of Indian market to the world market, or integration of economy of the world. Okay, so which means some freedom for the cross-border activities. Okay, so there is no restriction that you must sell or you must purchase from particular geographical limits. Okay, you made free from the boundary lines. Okay, so you got permission to go for cross-border activities. That is what the globalization is all about. Okay, so in this again it has removed some number of tariff. Okay, some types of tax were removed, and it also involves abolishment of the licensing, compulsory licensing act, and here also government has set up that FIPB, Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Okay, these are some of the major reforms under these categories. Okay, LPG model. Okay, the 1991 policy is considered as 1991 government has made some economic reforms, and majorly that reforms are categorized into liberalization and privatization and globalization. Okay, so liberalization is nothing but removal of restrictions, unnecessary restrictions and control over business, privatization, so giving more importance to the private sector than globalization, integration of economies of the world, or opening up of a domestic country economy to the world economy. So that is what this government policy changes in 1991. So actual discussion, so actually what we need to discuss in this class is, so what is the impact of this LPG model, or what is the impact of that economic reforms of 1991. Okay, just let me go through what are the impacts for business and industry. So government has made these changes, so what are the impact of these changes now? So that just let me go through. The very first thing is increasing competition. Increase in competition. So what is about the increasing competition? When it comes to as a result of changes, competition has increased, which means before 1991 there was some restrictions. Okay, so only government major number of industries were used to be handled by the government. So later, as a result of 1991 policy, public sector has introduced, private sector has also participated, and even foreign investors also got some freedom, and they have entered to the Indian market. So as a result of that, in an industry, or in every industry, in every area, in every category, so competition has increased. So as a result of it, competition has increased, especially in a service sectors like banking services and insurance services, and even in healthcare services. So the competition has reached a high level. Okay, so as a result, as an impact of policy changes, so business and industry face the problem of competition. Then the second thing, more demanding customers. More demanding customers. So when it comes to customers, as a result of this 1991 policy changes, so they got a wider amount of choices, because there were so many number of private sector businesses, there were so many number of foreign investors. Okay, as a result of globalization, world economy has integrated. So as a result of this, customers got a wide variety of choices. So when you have variety of choices, customer, they started demanding. And they started purchasing what they want. Earlier they used to purchase what is there in the market, but as a result of this, they got a wide variety of choices, and that made a business to face a challenge. Okay, that is also one of the major impact. Then third one is rapidly changing technological environment. Rapidly changing technological environment. Rapidly changing technological environment. So obviously, as a result of globalization, many foreign competitors, many foreign industries have entered Indian market. Okay, so when it comes to competing with them, it's a difficult task. So every business and industries, so they started facing the challenge of technological advancement. Okay, so there was a need to adapt changes. There was a need to update yourself, because when there is a wide variety of choices, and when there is a updated technology available, so it is very difficult to attract the customers towards your product. So to retain your customers, you need to update yourself. Okay, so you need to go for rapid change of technological environment. Okay, so otherwise you want to be treated as absolute. The products are going to be treated as absolute. Okay, so then there will be no demand for your products. So that is what. Then the fourth one, the impact of policy changes. The fourth one, necessity for change. Necessity for change. Necessity for change. So I already told you. So as there is a permission for the foreign investors, so they have introduced their business in India. So as a result of that, so they used to offer updated products, okay, and that too at a lesser cost. So there was a need. It has created a necessity to make changes. So Indian industries are also there was a need to make some changes in you, and you need to find better way of producing. Okay, find cost cutting methods of production. So the need arose as a result of this industrial policy changes of 1991. This is also one of the impact. You got a need, and there was a necessity to make some changes. Then need for developing HR. There was a need for developing human resource. So obviously, as a result of liberalization, okay, so it made there is a need to get a skilled labor. So you need to get a skilled labor. So India faced this problem of trained people, skilled laborers. Okay, so business and industries have faced this problem also. So they got a challenge of giving proper training. They got a challenge of making the available human resource more trained and more skilled. Okay, so then only you can get productive results, and that is also one of the major impact of government policy changes. Then market orientation. So earlier production orientation was there, and that was shifted to market orientation. So what is production orientation? So earlier customers used to purchase what is available in the market. Okay, production concept or production orientation means what is produced by the manufacturers is going to be purchased by the consumers. But as a result of this LPG model, or as a result of this government policy changes, okay, that was shifted to the market orientation, which means customers are not ready to purchase what you produce. You need to produce according to the customer's wish and will. Okay, so they will demand. They have started demanding. Okay, and as a result of it, manufacturers, they have made some changes. Okay, they went for market analysis. They went to collect market information, and on the basis what customers want, so accordingly they started manufacturing. Okay, so which means totally this production orientation shifted to the market orientation. Then next one is loss of budgetary support to the public sector. Loss of budgetary support. So government lost budgetary support, which means, so before 1991, so many of the industries were completely under control of business, under control of government. Okay, there are so many number of restrictions. There are so many number of restrictions like licensing and quota. Okay, so as a result of this introduction of 1991 policy changes, okay, it has opened the door to the private sector also. So as a result of that, so government started losing its income. The income of government is diluted with the many other private sector owners. As a result of this, so government started losing the budgetary support. Okay, so that is what. So these are the major impacts. Okay, so that's what. So in 1991, Okay, so there was a economic crisis. So just to overcome that economic crisis, government made some economic reforms. Okay, and that reforms mainly can be studied as a topic of LPG model, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization model. Okay, and as a result of that, so business and industries have started facing some challenges. Okay, and that challenges were, so competition has increased, and customers started demanding, because when there is options, they started demanding. Then there is a rapid change in technology, and you need to adapt accordingly, and there is a necessity for change. Obviously you need to make some update, otherwise you are going to be absolute. Then necessity for developing HR, so obviously you need to get trained people to be in organizations, or otherwise you can't be able to produce or get a productive result. Then market orientation, so completely production orientation shifted to the market orientation, and government closing, getting the financial support from the it's a public sector. Government losses, government started losing the support of budgetary support from the government. So that is what about government policy changes on business and industry. Okay, so in the further class we will go for the next topic. So till then, stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.